Guys, it's your girl, Ashley Kirkwood with the Speak Your Way to Cash podcast, where we teach you how to start at the top of the speaking market instead of working your way up from the bottom. During this show, you will hear solo episodes from me, where I'll show you how I have landed and negotiated 5- and 6-figure speaking contracts and licensing deals. You'll also hear from our amazing guests who have grown enormous speaking businesses by utilizing sales and marketing principles that work. If you want to grow your speaking business, listen to this podcast, and then afterwards, head on over to ashleynicolekirkwood.shop and grab my book, Speak Your Way to Cash, How to Start at the Top of the Speaking Market instead of working your way up from the bottom. Ready to dive in? Let's go. Hey, y'all. What's up to the Speak Your Way to Cash family? It's Ashley Kirkwood back again with another podcast episode. But this time, guys, I am actually going to let you listen in to a live video that I recorded. Now, if you're listening to this live video on the podcast and you're like, oh, I want to join your next live, I want to ask you questions, I want to be able to get feedback about my business, then you have to follow me on Instagram at The Ashley Nicole Show, and make sure you're following the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook page, all right? Make sure you're following the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook page because that's where I go live. I also sometimes go live in the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook group, but enough about that. Even though you may have missed it live, you're about to hear it again. So listen into this live episode and let me know what you think. You can always send me an email to ashley@speakyourwaytocash.com. Let's listen in. Hello, everyone. My name is Ashley Kirkwood. I'm the host of the Speak Your Way to Cash podcast. We help you get your message to the masses by way of speaking, okay? By way of speaking and sales strategies. And I'm really excited to be here with you all today. I had to do this interview. It's a quick one, or this episode rather. And I wanted to talk about why your sales processes are critical. Number one, everyone has a sales process. Whether or not it's effective is a whole different story. So let's talk about one, why you need a defined, repeatable, clear sales process. Okay. Now, look, guys, when people come into your organization and they want to do business with you, it is critical that you have an organized process by which they go through. Here's what your sales process is. It is the steps that each and every client takes. It may be different. It may be different depending on the bucket the client is in or the service that they're providing, but the steps that they take that help you to close the sales deal, right? So like, do they do a call first? After the call, what emails are sent? After the emails are sent, how long before you follow up? After you follow up, is there a diversity in the ways that you follow up? Do you just send emails? Do you do calls? What do you do? And the reason why your sales process is critical is because when you have a sales process that is written down, that is defined, that is clear, that is repeatable, you aren't the only person in your business that can do sales. Take it from me. We now this year have had several team members involved in the sales process that handle different aspects of the sales process. But it required us to have sales scripts. It required us to write down our process. It required us to know how each sales process worked and the nuances between the various processes that we have in our business based upon the different products and services that we sell. But once we had that defined sales process, we were then able to get more help in selling. And so whereas I could only do a certain number of calls per day and Chris could only do a certain number of calls per day, or me, Chris, and Lael could only do a certain number of calls per day with a repeatable, consistent, written down sales process, we've been able to get on-demand sales help when needed, okay? And it's been a game changer for us. It's been a total game changer for us. And I'll tell you why. The reason is because this is what I'm seeing in the marketplace. Customers are highly savvy and highly skeptical all at the exact same time. So you want to make sure that your sales process is clear so that when your client is going through it, they know that this is what you do all the time. And they aren't alone. And you're not trying stuff out on them. And it's really organized. And what it does, let me tell you what it does, guys. It builds their confidence in you as their leader. Now, why do I say leader? Because you're like, Ashley, I'm not their leader. I'm just selling them a thing. When someone spends money with you, particularly when they're buying services, they're buying speaking services, they're buying coaching and consulting services, when they're doing that, them paying you is a vote of confidence in you. Them paying you is them saying, I believe you can help lead me to a result that I otherwise would not get on my own, or that it would be longer. It'd be a longer process for me to get that result on my own. So yes, y'all are their leaders, okay? Y'all out there in Speak Your Way to Cash Nation are leading folks. And when you aren't clear, when it doesn't look like, when you look directionless or it's fluid or there's not a lot of structure around it, it decreases the level of confidence that your customers have when it comes to them selling to you or them buying from you, okay? So one of the reasons why it's critically important for you to have a well-defined sales process is because it increases your client's confidence in the services that they're buying from you. That's one. Two, you want to make sure that you don't have to be the only one selling forever. And so you need to have a documented process. Three, it allows for you to see where in the link there's breaks or things are broken. So for instance, if our sales process is one phone call, then a follow-up email is sent, then a reminder call after 2 weeks, then another reminder call after 2 days, then another reminder call after, like whatever that process is. For instance, if I notice that we're losing engagement between call 1 and call 2, then I know, okay, let me test shortening the time between the follow-up calls to see if we can get a better result or a higher conversion. But if I don't have a sales process and I'm doing different things each and every time, I don't know where in my process to optimize. If I don't have a sales script that my people are following, then I don't know what needs to be changed. I don't know what phrases work better than others when leading the client to a buying decision. Now, check this out. One of the things we do at Speak Your Way to Cash Live is a language lab where I give you guys the exact language that I use on my sales calls to move the conversation forward. How do I know the exact language that I use? Because y'all, I still use a script. My team, they all use scripts. I listen to their calls. They all record their calls. I go in and I give them feedback and I let them know, hey, it didn't sound like you were using a script. One of the times, I think I've told this story before, but I had someone working for me years ago and I had offloaded calls to her. We had a script, we had a process, we had all of that in place, SOPs, the whole nine. And I realized the conversion rate was really low. Now, my conversion rate on calls was really high. And so when I handed it off, I accounted for there being some dip in conversion rate. So like if mine is 80%, I was like, okay, well, maybe it'll be 50, 60. It was like 0. So I was like, nope. That ain't right. Something isn't being done here. When I listened to the calls, what I found is she wasn't using the script when it came to making the offer. She was letting the prospect, the potential client, get off the phone without making the offer and just following up via email with them instead of following the script. Now, why was she doing that? Because she was scared to make them an offer on the phone. But what do I know as someone who's done over 25,000 sales calls? I know that you need to get them to commit over the phone, or you need to hear their objections over the phone so that you can overcome those objections either by way of information on that call right then and there, or testimonials or resources or referrals that you give them. I love buying stuff. I just want people to get better at selling to me. Like, I like buying stuff. If I have a problem and you have a solution, I love paying you to give me the solution to my problems. What I don't love and what I don't like is being taken advantage of. What I don't like is not having the information I need to make a good decision. What I don't like is wasting time by way of a long, lengthy process that could have been 2 minutes and now it's 2 hours. So I love buying. I like the feeling that I get when I buy something new. I love the feeling that I get when I buy something and it works. I love that even more. So I like buying, and I know that most people like buying. Who doesn't love buying a new house? Who doesn't love buying a new car? Who doesn't love buying a new dress? Who doesn't love buying a new thing that they believe will get them in a better position in life? Everyone loves buying. Not everyone loves being sold to. And a part of our job as business owners, as CEOs and executives, and I think y'all are chief sales officers, to be honest, many of you are, is to ensure that our process doesn't fatigue, annoy, or unnecessarily irritate the buyer. Now, you'll always have some people that are just like, I don't like this. I don't like being sold. Like, I'm keeping my money to myself. Like, you'll always have some stingy Sarahs, but that's not like the vast majority of people. Most people aren't mad about you making them an offer, but the way in which you make the offer needs to make sense. And you need to make sure that you are clarifying, and you are not just clarifying, but you are adding confidence to them every step of the way in your sales process. So they need to be sure without a shadow of a doubt that you are who you say you are. This is why we are having an entire session at Speak Your Way to Cash Live on how to prove that you are, like, how to get your thought leadership game up. How do you prove that you're a thought leader? Where should you be writing? What should you be doing? What needs to be true in order for you to prove to your clients that you are dominating the marketplace? you are the person that they should be working with. What needs to be true? What needs to be done? And where in your sales process can you give your clients that information so that they're comfortable buying from you? I realized as a speaker, if the client heard me speak before our call, I was so much more likely to close that deal. Why? Because I've already proven that I can do the job. And I've shown you why it is likely that I'm very good at it, maybe even better than the last person you hired, right? I don't know who the last person you hired is, but it's a thing. It could be a thing. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to be funny. I'm going to be engaging. I am going to show them that in a speech that I'm giving them, like in an asset that I sent to them before we got on that call so that they know, yo, we need to hire this girl. This is why she prices the way she prices. This is why she does what she does. So TEDx Talks help to add to that thought leadership authority. Me being in Forbes help to add to that thought leadership authority. Me writing articles for Entrepreneur help to add to that thought leadership authority. And then the way that I leverage those assets throughout my sales process gives my clients confidence to make the buying decision. It is here. The Speak Your Way to Cash book is now available for you to purchase. Go to Amazon to get your audio, Kindle, or hardcover copy of the book. And we have a paperback copy, okay? So you can get it on Audible and listen to it. And I read it myself. So if you love the podcast, you will love the audiobook. Go get it now. Speak Your Way to Cash, how to start at the top of the speaking market instead of working your way up from the bottom. A bit about the book. It's broken down into 6 parts, and it is over 260 pages of goodness, okay? Part 1 covers mindset. Part 2 covers getting yourself in the press. Part 3 covers assembling your 6-figure offer. Part 4 covers inviting people to work with you, sales. Part 5 covers delivering an outstanding speech. And Part 6 covers legalities that every speaker needs and how to build a team. I mean, literally, what did we leave out? Nothing. So go to Amazon and grab your copy today. And let me know you did it too. That's all. Like, literally, your sales process should be a transfer of confidence and belief from you to your buyer. And so you have to make sure that your beliefs are intact so that your buyer, because they will not buy unless you believe. The proof that you believe in your message is that you're shouting it from the rooftops. You've shared it everywhere that you physically can. You've done the work of getting before more people that you want to help, because if you believe that what you have to offer can literally change lives and change the world, and you're a great ethical person, then you will do everything in your power to get that message to the masses. You will do everything in your power to get that message to the masses, because that's going to give them the confidence that they need in order to make a buying decision with you. And that's what you're doing during your sales process. Every part of that sales process should be set up to transfer confidence in your buyer so that they know you are who you say you are. You're not going to take their money and run. You believe what you say you believe, and they need proof of that. And it's not bad that they need proof. It's not bad that people ask for testimonials. None of that is bad, right? And so you want to make sure that every part of your sales process is leading them to the decision that's in their best interest. And sometimes that decision may be not to work with you, but that's okay. As long as I've done my job of giving you every asset that you have, that I have, to show you that I am who I say I am. If you decide to take a different choice, that's on you. That's not on me. Because I care about all our clients and all the people in our community and all of you listening. But my job on this earth, let me be clear, is to find the people that I am called to help coach, that I am called to help. That's not going to be everyone, but that is a good amount of y'all listening to this right now. And so I have to make sure that I am equipping you with the information you need in order to say, oh yeah, she's who I need to work with. I should be learning sales from her. She can help me with my business. I'm coming to her event. I'm going to learn more. And so every part of what we do is set up to make sure our clients are armed with good information so they can make good decisions. Like, that's what it is. And so you want to make sure your sales process does the exact same thing for your clients. Why? Because you care about them, because you believe in what you do, because you know that you're called to do it and you are better at it than everyone else. Like, there are some things that, like, y'all aren't going to find nobody that does it like me. And there are some things that you do that are in your wheelhouse that you are empowered to do, encouraged to do. Like, we ain't going to find nobody that does it like you. We aren't going to find anyone that tells the story of your life like you. We aren't going to find anyone that pulls out the principles that you have learned and mastered over decades of sweat, blood, and tears like you. There are some things that we need you to get to the world. We need you to get your message in front of more people. We need you to market. We need you to sell. It is literally you helping people to change their lives for the better. So we need you to do it. First steps though, you got your sales process, but then you got a prospecting process. And a part of that prospecting process, finding people to sell to and then pitching them, which kind of starts and activates that sales process, is what we're going to help you with during the Pitch Your Way to Cash Challenge. So at the end of this month, in a couple of weeks, actually, depending on when you're listening to this, I'm going to give you the exact date, August 22nd through the 26th. We are hosting our next Pitch Your Way to Cash 5-day challenge. Y'all, if you have not been live to all 5 days of our challenge, you are missing out big time. We have various options that we have various ticket options for you to take advantage of to get in the doors. But let me just tell you about the challenge. It's 5 days. On day 1, we're going to be covering how you can overcome rejection, because a lot of us, whether we admit it or not, myself included, do not do certain things, do not play as hard as we can because we are still dealing with scared of rejection. So on day 2, we're going to look at how to find your wealthy audience, how to find that wealthy buyer, that buyer that has your budget. Hello, somebody. Can I get an amen? Go on and wave your hands in the air if you're listening to this on the podcast. How to find your wealthy audience. And then day 3, we're going to go deep into how to pitch via LinkedIn. LinkedIn has your wealthy audience on there, okay? So many people on LinkedIn are actual buyers and decision makers. You got to know how to master that. Day 4, how to pitch via email. It's just a sales medium. But it's a critical one because typically you want to take it from online conversations to offline, and the start of that may be an email. So we're going to talk through emails. Then we're going to, on day 5, talk about $1 million implementation secrets. Literally, it means nothing if you don't know how to implement. There are some of you that have been listening to this podcast for years. You've been coming to our events or in our free Facebook group for years, but for some reason, you haven't been able to implement and get the results that you want to get in your business. For some reason, you learn everything, but then you don't take action. I am telling you, you cannot miss this challenge because we are going to show you strategic, specific ways that you are able to implement and change your life forever. Once you become an action taker, you become an action taker in every area of your life. I'll repeat that. Once you become an action taker, you will become an action taker in every single area of your life. All of them. Okay. So I want to share with you some principles that have guided me to become an action taker and change my life for the better. Look, if you've come to a challenge in the past, don't tweak. You need to come to this one. First off, I'm going to just tell y'all a secret because y'all are my podcast fam. This episode is only on the podcast. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. I got a vibe board, y'all. Now, y'all Google what it is. But basically, it means I'm about to be teaching my butt off. And I can't wait. I've already told our videographer to start learning all the tricks and tools and fun stuff that we can do with the vibe board. I am just so excited. It's going to be off the chain. Y'all need to get in the door. So all new content, we're teaching. We're not scripted in that way with the challenge. Every single time that people come, they get brand new nuggets. So I want you in the building live. Now, here's the thing. We got a free ticket, but if you get the free ticket, let me just break it down for you. You will not be able to see the replay. Right after we're done streaming it, you miss it. And you have to join it via the Facebook group. You won't be able to join us in the VIP room, which is on Zoom. And only those with a VIP or platinum ticket will be able to take advantage of that. The VIP ticket, with that, you get access to some of our most profitable pitches. You get access to the recordings during the course of the challenge because it's a challenge. So you won't get access like way beyond. But while the challenge is taking place, if you need to miss a morning and watch it at night during the challenge, you can do that. You also will be able to attend a Q&A. Now, if you want to ask questions during a Q&A, and if you want to get access to on-demand trainings where like right after you buy your ticket, you get a category of trainings that you can watch right away, you got to get a platinum ticket. With the platinum ticket, you're able to get all the things in VIP. You're able to get in addition to everything you get same as VIP, private Zoom room and all that stuff, you get to ask me a question during the platinum Q&A, and you get access to an on-demand library of trainings, and you get access to all the recordings. Literally, the most popular ticket is platinum. The most purchased ticket is platinum. We only have 50 of them, and we have a few weeks for you to take action and get this ticket type. So I want you to go to www.pitchyourwaytocash.com and get your platinum ticket. Get your platinum ticket, okay? Get your platinum ticket. Literally, get your platinum ticket. It is the best decision you're going to make, and it gives you the most access during the challenge, and you're going to want that. Trust me. Trust me on that. Okay. So that's what I want y'all to do. I can't wait to see you there. I know it's going to be life-changing and incredible. So I'm really excited about what this is going to mean for your business, for your life. So join me. Go to www.pitchyourwaytocash.com. Or if you follow me on Instagram at The Ashley Nicole Show, you can DM me the word challenge. You can DM me the word challenge and get all of your tickets there. For those of you who don't know, the challenge is going to be incredible. But if you are like, look, I'm committed. I'm ready to grow my business. I want to meet you in person. I want to see what all the hype is about. I'm ready to just dive in and treat myself for 3 days, nonstop learning, nonstop action, all the resources in the world. You need to be at Speak Your Way to Cash Live. Okay. It is separate from the 5-day Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge, but our live event, our annual live event is happening in November. It is off the chain. You got to get your ticket for it. Go to www.speakyourwaytocash.live.com and get a ticket. I think we're almost sold out of VIP in-person tickets. I think we may have like 20% of tickets left. So we're 80% sold out of those tickets. So I want to make sure you all get in there, podcast fam. And I believe you can use code podcast at speakyourwaytocashlive.com to get a special discount on your tickets. You can use code podcast at speakyourwaytocashlive.com to get a special discount on your tickets. And also, if you're listening to this and you're in the podcast family and you are getting your challenge ticket, use code podcast on your platinum ticket and you will get a bit of a discount there too. So feel free to use code podcast on either your challenge ticket or your Speak Your Way to Cash live ticket to get a bit of a discount there as well. So excited about that. Really looking forward to seeing so many of you in the challenge and at the live event, and you'll get 10% off of your live ticket or on your podcast ticket by using code, not your live ticket. You'll get 10% off your live ticket or your Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge platinum ticket by using code podcast. All right. All right, guys. Well, I will see you either in the challenge or in the live event. Can't wait and looking forward to seeing you there. Talk to y'all later. All right. Wasn't that interview amazing? If you're anything like me, you have pages full of notes. But here's the thing. Before you head out, I want you to go to facebook.com and join the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook group. That is where I am. That's where a ton of other speakers are, a ton of other people who listen to the show. We all congregate there and chat. And it's 100% free. Now, if you're ready to take your speaking career to the next level, I have 2 ways for you to do that. One, you can go to ashleynicolekirkwood.com/SYWTC live replay and pick up the live replay. That training is 7 modules, chock full of information. It's crazy. Go over there, read all about it. Or if you want a more personal experience, you already know that you want to be a speaker. You're ready to fully commit and you want someone to walk you through it and save you tons of time Googling and doing it on your own, then book a VIP day with me. You can go to ashleynicolekirkwood.com, scroll down until you see the VIP day section and get more information on that there. All right. Thank you guys again for watching. Please do not forget to leave us a review. That is how we keep this train rolling and get some of the best speakers in the world to get on this show. So please, please, please leave a review. Shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and Facebook in the Speak Your Way to Cash group, Instagram at The Ashley Nicole Show. And I'd be more than happy to chat with you and say hi. All right, y'all have an awesome, awesome day.